What is up, YouTube? I wanted to come on here and not have this be so edited or scripted because I am trying to figure out my creative style as a new creator on YouTube and trying to figure out this platform. So I don't want to have this to be so much edited or curated, but I posted 2 videos this week on this platform and I'm really excited about that. I really am committing myself. If I can't post at least 2 videos a week, then it's going to be 1 video. And I'm deep diving into this platform and understanding what I like to see and how I could put out my videos. So I am recording this on my iPhone and just kind of testing this out. This will kind of be more like vlog style, and it's kind of different from going from Instagram filming on your phone 90-second reels on a vertical stance to now horizontal and doing longer form content on YouTube. The reason why I put myself in uncomfortable situations is so that I can be a beginner again and learn about myself. I do feel like I am graduating from the awkward stage and the smaller stage now to a bigger stage. My fiance is really big on watching YouTubes. He's up every morning at 4 a.m. and he just sits there watching YouTube. And I found myself asking, okay, why do I want to switch from being a creator on Instagram to now, like, why is this nudge and tug pulling me this way? And I do want to be more active and exercising my voice. I have a bit of an insecurity with not being able to articulate myself very correctly. So that's why when I do these educational videos, it is scripted, but I'm not so much following the script. I am following my intentions in my heart. And so for me to test and experiment on this style is new, and I'm very excited. But going back to what I was saying about my fiance, I was like, I think that I'm being graduated because doing and mastering 90-second short clips on Instagram to now going more longer form and exercising my voice, I am like, this is really good. That's why I want to encourage anybody that if you've ever felt like not connected or something is missing, maybe you are being graduated to a much bigger stage now. So going from shorter form content to longer form content, for me, I do feel like I have graduated, but I'm still going through these awkward stages, and I'm excited to see where this journey is taking me. So I'm gonna have this kind of be like a end of the week vlog style series, so you can see where my head is at and how I'm doing. So that way, if you could also chime in and let me know if you're feeling the same, or if you think that I could be someone that could help you on your mission and your journey. I would love it if you let me know like what type of videos you would love to see. I am doing so much research on my end, and I asked one of my friends who's a really big YouTube creator on this platform. I said, you always wonder if there's enough room for you in any industry. And I doubted myself. Like, I'm sure that there's tons of lash artists on here and beauty pros that are giving out enough information. Like, what do I have to offer? And she immediately nipped that and said, no, I don't hear anybody else on YouTube in the industry that is educating on what you know, which is my passion, branding, content, and social media. So I'm like, okay, like here we go. And as a beginner, it feels like again, a brand new relationship. And my intention is to get on a much bigger stage. I have my first speaking gig in March, and I really want to get more comfortable with speaking longer form content. My fiance says, I said, what do you think the difference is between a YouTube creator and an Instagram creator? And he said, YouTube is much more informative. And I said, yeah, you're right. I do have all this information. And if you've ever felt like maybe you don't trust what it is that you are saying, or if it's going to cross and land with your people, then I encourage you to read more and educate yourself on more longer form content. When you can convey what you're saying, when you write out what you are going to say, you are going to become a better educator. And I have been on this fast growth and trajectory in my business. Starting from, I want to say it's coming up on a year. From May of last year, I got my first really serious business coach, and man, did I learn so much along the way. when I doubted myself, I had to be coached as to why I doubted myself. And I could like cry talking about it. I remember having a breakthrough call with my coach, and I had goals, and I was like, no, but I'm not ready to launch that. I'm not ready to do that. And she's like, why? Like, I don't understand why you're not taking my advice, because I'm trying to help you reach your goals faster. And I just started crying, and she's like, you don't believe in yourself. And it's probably the first time I've ever admitted that. And on that call, I cried, and that was the breakthrough moment. And she's like, okay, I need you to put your hand on your heart and on your I call it stomach, because it's like tummy and stomach and tummy, so I call it stomach. And she's like, I need you to breathe. And I was breathing through the uncomfortableness, and she's like, I need you to tell yourself that you're capable. So I was like, I am capable. And it was hard for me to say it, and I just kept crying even more. And it was such a good moment for us. And then I just felt like a release, because when you are online performing every single day, you do want to feel like you are valuable and you are important, and what you have to say is it matters, right? So after that, I hit the ground running. I was like unstoppable. That's where my membership Unleasher came and was born. That's where I got like so many opportunities that presented themselves in front of me. And now that God's like, I want you speaking on stages, I was like, but I still don't feel comfortable enough to use my voice. And it's like, well, how you can do that is doing more longer form content. So in my membership, I started doing longer training videos, and it's about the reps and the repetition that you put in daily with yourself. Because I do know for a fact that no matter what, if it's hard and there's resistance in the room, just like when you're at the gym and there's resistance, are you going to give up and just go, no, I'll never add any more weights? Or are you going to breathe through it and maybe do a little bit less reps, but keep it pushing? So when there's resistance in the room, it is meant for you to break through it. I tell my audience that every single day, any chance that I can, because as soon as I just invited in being uncomfortable and being a beginner again, and when there's resistance now, I'm like, oh, now I'm excited. And now I'm not so much worried about how I'm being perceived, although that will always be in the back of people's minds. I'm more interested in just making sure that I am articulating myself and becoming a better educator. And that is what YouTube is allowing me to do right now. So I'm really, really excited to again begin this journey, and I can't wait to see where I will be a year from now. Because last year when I got my coach and we had that breakthrough moment, things just started rolling, was going on fast. And there are times where I get really scared, like, am I going to go into a slow season again? And we all have those moments where we think that we have to hustle so hard every single time, and that when it slows down, like, we're not doing enough. So I'm really coming into giving myself more grace, because slow seasons and plateaus are absolutely very beneficial for you to catapult to your next season. So I hope that this video brings you some sort of message if you've landed here. And yeah, I just can't wait to share along more on this journey and not be so afraid of keeping the cameras rolling and just talking and not second guessing myself. And my word for 2025 is follow through. So whatever I say I'm going to do, I'm going to do it, and putting in the reps every single day so that I can get better and building consistency muscle. So yes, thank you so much for listening. I will see you next week.